Yo, what's up guys, Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the best Hawk Nado deck in Clash Royale. It's this old school version with the Executioner, with the Tornado, with the Rocket. A very popular deck. Used to be really strong. It hasn't been that strong recently, but it's still working very well, guys. I saw some people being really high with this deck on the top leaderboard, and I was like, wait a second, I've played this deck a long time ago. I like to use this deck a lot. Let's see how we can do in the current meta, and if we can still make it work. I think it still should be able to get some W's, but it's definitely not going to be easy, and especially because we have the Executioner level 14, so I think in general, we're going to have a rough time with this Hawk Rider deck on ladder, but I'm going to do my best to give you guys a good show. Hopefully we can get some W's in today's video. Okay, so let's go with the Hawk Rider. Looks like he does have Archers, looks like he has Barbarians. I'm going to go with Ice Spirit here to cycle towards the Valkyrie. Then I'm going to go with a Valkyrie down below next to the tower. Okay, so what I like about this deck is that you have a lot of different ways of playing it, and what do I want to say with it? Like, you can use it very well on defense, like you have a solid defense, but you can also go offensively. Of course, with the Hawk Rider as your main win condition, but sometimes you can get a lot of damage with maybe an Executioner plus a Tornado combination on offense. Maybe you can sometimes get a lot of damage with, like, there's many different ways how you can use this deck and how you can pressure, and that is exactly what I really like about using this deck. So let's see what he's gonna do, but looks like it's gonna be an Elixir Golem player. I'm gonna go Ice Spirit here, I'm gonna go Valkyrie, and I'm gonna go Goblins as well to try and DPS down the Elixir Golem as soon as possible. Looks like he does end up going with a Void Spell. Looks like he also goes with Rage, so let's go with a Nado backwards. But in the meantime, we do end up defending, I would say, decently well. We are gonna take quite a lot of damage, but considering the fact that we also dealt quite a lot of damage to his right side tower, I would say overall, pretty good trade right there. Okay, so very interesting, but also very toxic deck from him. He has an Elixir Golem deck with Evil Barbarians, with the Skeleton King. He has many different ways to pressure and many different ways to be annoying. And then also a card we always need to be careful with, especially using this deck, is gonna be the Void Spell. Okay, so looks like he does go with a Fireball. Let's go with Valkyrie here on the left side lane. I think showing that he has Fireball, showing that he has Void Spell as well. I don't think he should have a great counter against our pushes like with Goblin, so I think that's going to be very important. In the meantime, I'm going to go with a Nado here to try and get some value with the Executioner. It looks like we are able to get a really good Nado, and in the meantime, I'm going to prepare the Executioner on the right side lane. Okay, nice. Executioner should be able to get a good amount of value. Let's go with Ice Spirit here as well, so let's go with Goblins as well. That was not the best ability by him. In the meantime, he does go on the left side lane, but I think we should be able to defend this. We have the Valkyrie, we have the Tornado. I'm gonna cycle back to another Executioner, and what I like about this deck is that we have a really fast cycle. So as you guys can see, we are able to cycle very well to the Executioner. In the meantime, I'm gonna go with Hawk Rider plus Goblins on the left side, on the right side lane, excuse me, and we are gonna force out the Barbarians, but we still get a decent amount of damage dealt to the Barbarians with the Goblins. Okay, so my question is, what is going to be key here? I think we just need to try and cycle towards the Hawk Rider, and then with one Hawk Rider connection, we should be able to get a decent amount of damage and hopefully even take the tower to rocket range, because remember, we have the rocket, guys. Okay, let's go with the Execution up high to try and get a lot of value against the Night Witch, against the Skeleton King. In the meantime, the Hawk Rider is able to get a connection. Let's go with Valkyrie here as well. Let's go with Goblins as well to DPS down the Elixir Golem, and I think this should be pretty much good game. I don't think there's a way for him to come back this match. He does have Barbarians available for the right side lane, but how are you gonna defend the left side lane, my friend? We have Valkyrie there, we have the Goblins there. That's gonna be so much damage to the left side tower, and that's actually gonna be rocket range already. So let's go with the rocket to finish off the left side tower. Very nice and easy win against a very toxic player. I'm actually gonna BM him a little bit. Usually I don't BM, but honestly, against Elixir Golem players, a little bit of BM can never hurt anyone. Okay, let's go, guys. Going into game number 2. So there was a very nice W there against that Elixir Golem player. Also, considering the fact that I have an under-leveled Executioner, that makes it even nicer being able to beat Elixir Golem players. I must admit that this deck, I would say it does really good against Elixir Golem, because we do have the Valkyrie, we have the Tornado, we have the Executioner. I think in general we should be able to beat these type of decks, but always be careful, because you never know, man. Like, they just go with Elixir Golem, Night Witch at the bridge, and they somehow end up taking your tower when you think that you can defend it easily. A few seconds later and your tower is gone, so always be careful. Okay, we're up against a Monk deck. We need to be careful with reflecting our own Executioner towards our troops or towards our tower against the Monk, so always be careful with that. Let's in the meantime here go with Goblins. Let's go with the Ice Spirit here as well. And I'm gonna go with a Tornado on top of the Royal Giant, trying to pull it backwards. Okay, looks like he does go with an E-Spirit. Let's go with Valkyrie here to help DPS on the Royal Giant. and I think I'm gonna have to ignore the Fisherman. It is gonna get quite a lot of damage, but I think the best play here to do is take the damage and then go with Hawk Rider as soon as I can, because if I'm not mistaken, he shouldn't have that much elixir right now. Looks like he does go with the Fisherman. Hawk Rider is not gonna activate the King Tower. Let's go with the Ice Spirit. No, my idea was to let the Ice Spirit jump on top of the right side tower. I thought that the right side tower was gonna be distracted a little bit longer thanks to the Hawk Rider, but unfortunately it wasn't. So we need to be careful, guys. The good thing for us is that we have as a next card the Evolved Valkyrie. The Evolved Valkyrie usually does a pretty good job against the Royal Giant or just in general on defense. Okay, let's go with a lock here to take care of the shield of the Wizard. Let's wait a little bit and then see what he's gonna do, but he does go with the Royal Giant. Let's go with Valkyrie, and let's also go with a Nado just to make sure that the Royal Giant is not gonna get a connection. Sometimes what happens with the Evil Valkyrie, even though it does have her own tornado, is that the Royal Giant still gets a bit of damage. So I just wanted to make sure that we were not gonna take any unnecessary damage there. Okay, what is he gonna do? Let's go with Goblins here on defense. I'm not sure what his big spell is. I don't think he showed a big spell yet. I think his only thing he showed so far is troops, right? I don't think he showed a single spell. So let's go with Executioner, let's go with Valkyrie, and let's have the Tornado ready as well here to go on top of the Fisherman. Okay, I'm actually gonna go Nado like this to pull together both the Wizard and the Fisherman, and then hopefully the Executioner can take care of that, but I don't think so. No, that's actually gonna activate the King Tower. Ooh, that was almost gonna activate the King Tower. Luckily for us, it didn't end up activating it, because that would have been kind of sad, especially because the Executioner doesn't deal as much damage since it's a level 14 XE. Okay, let's go with a lock here on the right side lane. Let's go with the Executioner towards the Wizard as well. Looks like he does go with a Fisherman to pull away the Valkyrie, and he's probably gonna pop the ability sometime soon. So we need to be careful, guys. Oh, this is gonna be a difficult defense, but we do have both the evolutions available. Nice. Okay, let's go with Nado here once again backwards, because as I said before, sometimes even though you have the Evil Valkyrie, the Royal Giant still gets a connection. And let's in the meantime go with Hawk Rider. Let's go with Goblins. He doesn't have a lock, so that's something we need to kind of take advantage of. He only showed that he has Rage Spell. Plus something else. He's still missing some other card. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a Void Spell. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a Fireball. What it's gonna be. Whatever it's gonna be, he still, didn't show it to us. Okay, let's go with Goblins here. I wanted to go with Ice Spirit, but for some reason, it did not select the card, so that was kind of unfortunate. We are gonna take a lot of damage because of that small, I don't want to say mistake, but just small misplay, I guess. And let's go with a Valkyrie here in the meantime. Let's go with Hawk Rider as well. And let's go with a lock offensively, knowing that he's most likely gonna go with, I wanted to say guards, but looks like he goes with a monk instead. Okay, Hawk Rider is able to get a double connection, triple connection. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Let's cycle Goblins here in the meantime. Let's go with a Valkyrie here as well. And I'm actually gonna go with Hawk Rider once again offensively. Let's also go with a lock, knowing that he's most likely gonna go with those guards. And I'm gonna go with Ice Spirit plus a Tornado here. Okay, nice. The Tornado is able to pull back the Royal Giant. We are able to, also freeze it with the Evil Ice Spirit. And man, this deck is so fun. Honestly, if you can, pull off some good defenses with this deck, it's always so fun to do these defenses, because as you guys can see, even though he had Royal Giant, Monk, we were still able to control the match very well, and we do secure the second victory. Securing the second victory, let's go if we can get another one so far. Doing really well. I'm actually surprised with the Executioner, level 14. I'm telling you guys, he's putting in some work, so I low-key might have to raise his paycheck. Let's in the meantime go with the Ice Spirit. Let's go with the Hawk Rider here towards the right side lane. He does end up going with the Fisherman. I'm not sure if the P.E.K.K.A. is gonna kill it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought for 1 second that the P.E.K.K.A. might have been able to kill the Hawk Rider before it activates the King Tower, but it looks like it's not, so that's unfortunate. And let's have the Goblins here ready to be able to distract the Executioner and make sure that... Oh, he actually goes with a lock prediction. Wait a second. Wait, this guy's goated. Oh my god, this guy's actually, really, really good. He went with a lock prediction there on top of the Goblins, allowing the Fisherman to directly get to the tower. And then also, this is gonna be... Nah, this is actually game over, guys. Wait, what? Why am I facing the secondary account of Mohammed Light predicting logging us? He has a P.E.K.K.A, he has a Fisherman. I just got destroyed. I actually just got destroyed, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna give him the well played. I have no words right now. He went with P.E.K.K.A first play. We went with Hawk Rider. He then went with a Fisherman to activate the King Tower. I went with my Executioner plus Goblins, lock prediction, and just like that, we got destroyed. Okay, see you guys soon with the next match. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into the next match. I don't know what just happened. I think my internet kind of cut out, or I'm having some problems right now with my internet. Not really sure what happened last match, but honestly, I'm just gonna blame it on the internet, okay, guys? So if, maybe the Wi-Fi signal pops up or anything, you guys know that I'm currently experiencing some Wi-Fi problems, some internet problems. Okay, looks like we're up against another P.E.K.K.A player. This time, I don't have the Hawk Rider, but even if I had the Hawk Rider available, I'm not gonna go with the Hawk Rider in the opposite lane. because yeah, something tells me that sometimes that can kind of end wrong for us. So let's see what he's gonna do here. Let's go with Executioner in the same lane. Hopefully this time we do not get lock predicted, and looks like in the meantime he does end up going with his void spell on top of the man. It's so hard against P.E.K.K.A. Why is people running P.E.K.K.A. right now? I mean, P.E.K.K.A. is really strong in the current meta, but why are we facing P.E.K.K.A. back to back here? Maybe I shouldn't go with the Goblins next to the Executioner. I don't know, man, but we're getting destroyed by P.E.K.K.A. right now. Unfortunately, yeah, back-to-back P.E.K.K.A.s here. I'm gonna go with Goblins to try and kind of support the Valkyrie, but once again, we're just getting destroyed by P.E.K.K.A. in single elixir. What is my mistake there? Should I not go with Goblins next to... I guess I shouldn't go with Goblins to protect the Executioner, but should I just let the Executioner die by a 3 elixir cost card? Man, I don't know, but this deck is really difficult to beat. As you guys can see, once again, probably gonna be another loss. I honestly don't know how to play against P.E.K.K.A. with this deck. That's probably also why we don't see this deck that often, but some people are still really high with this Hawk Executioner Tornado deck. So definitely my props, my respect to the people who are still running this version. Okay, let's go with Evil Valkyrie here. That should be able to defend, I would say, decently well those Barbarians, also the Wizard. Let's in the meantime, I think I'm just gonna cycle. I'm not sure if I should cycle Executioner, or actually I'm gonna cycle Evil Ice Spirit towards the left side. I'm gonna go with Lock here as well, and then I'm gonna try and pressure the right side lane a little bit. Okay, let's go with a Hawk Rider here as soon as possible towards the left side lane. And then, yeah, I don't know, guys. I think this might be just good game. The Hawk Rider doesn't even get a shot. How are we gonna break through his defense? He even says good game. I think I'm just gonna give up once again. So, I don't know, guys. I'm still experiencing some internet problems. Hello, do you guys hear me? Nah, I'm of course kidding. I guess P.E.K.K.A. is just a really difficult matchup, or at least I don't know how to play against P.E.K.K.A. with this deck. So far we have been getting destroyed in single elixir. I'm gonna try and get my revenge. Hopefully the next match is, well, hopefully not, but let's try and act that hopefully next match is gonna be against the P.E.K.K.A. player, and then this time I am gonna beat him. I promise you guys. Okay guys, hopping into the next match, please do not have the P.E.K.K.A. Like, I just pray, because the first 2 matches we did really good. We got some nice W's, nice videos so far, and then somehow Clash Royale says, okay, you're doing really good, nice video. Take these 2 P.E.K.K.A. decks and enjoy. And honestly, I did not enjoy, guys. I actually got destroyed in both matches against P.E.K.K.A. So let's see what this guy's gonna be running. But hopefully it's anything but P.E.K.K.A. Let's in the meantime cycle Valkyrie against his Valkyrie. Let's go with Ice Spirit on the right side. I'm gonna go with Lock towards the left side. And I'm actually gonna go with a Hawk Rider plus Goblins in the right side lane. Knowing that he doesn't have Valkyrie in cycle, that should kind of be, yeah, awkward for him to defend. It looks like he does have the guards, which are gonna do a pretty good job against the Hawk Rider, but we are still able to get a little bit of chip damage. Okay, let's go with the Executioner here. I'm gonna make sure that we go with the Executioner in the anti-Void Spell spot, and I'm then gonna go with the Ice Spirit here to try and freeze the balloon next to the Lava Hound, allowing the Executioner to get a decent amount of damage on top of both. And let's go with a Tornado here last second, making sure that we clean up, yeah, as good as possible. Unfortunately for us, the balloon still gets 1 connection, but I think that's probably, yeah, probably one of the best defenses we could do in that situation. Okay, let's go with Valkyrie. Let's go with Hawk Rider here towards the left side lane. Let's try and get the most amount of damage as we can on this counter push with the Hawk Rider. Let's also go with a Lock, making sure that we kill the Valkyrie, and then the Executioner is also able to deal a decent amount of damage to the Inferno Dragon. Okay, so I think Executioner in general does a really good job against Lava Hound. You guys have to consider that the Executioner is level 14. So probably with the level 15 Executioner there, the balloon wouldn't even have connected. But I guess it's fine. Let's in the meantime cycle the Ice Spirit. Let's, I think, go with Goblins plus a Valkyrie towards the right side lane. I don't think he's back to Evil Valkyrie yet. And I think this Valkyrie plus Goblins push is going to be really annoying for him, because, yeah, he doesn't have much against the Goblins. He's going to have to go with a Void Spell on defense. In the meantime, the Valkyrie is able to connect to the right side tower, and it's already going to be a decent amount of damage. I'm going to go Lock here just to make sure that those guards are not going to get anything crazy done. But look at the Valkyrie in the meantime on the right side. Very good pressure and very good decision to get pressure, even though we did not go with the Hawk Rider there. Okay, let's go with the Ice Spirit towards the right side. Let's go with the Hawk Rider towards the left side. Let's see what he's going to drop to defend this. Looks like he does go with the Inferno Dragon, and I'm actually gonna go with a Rocket. I'm not sure if the Nado was necessary. I guess if I wanted to hit the Valkyrie with the Tornado, it was necessary, but let's go with the Executioner in the meantime, and let's see if we can somehow defend this without losing the tower right here. Okay, let's go with a Tornado. Let's go with Ice Spirit here as soon as possible. Executioner is doing a really good job against the balloon, but once again, I have a level 14 Executioner, man, please. Okay, I think we still should be fine, guys. Let's go with Goblins here. Let's go with a Lock on defense. Let's go with Executioner on defense as well. We do still need to take the tower, by the way, so I'm actually gonna have to go with a Tornado on offense. I'm not sure if we would have been able to cycle back to the Lock on time, He did end up spending a lot of elixir. He goes with a balloon at the bridge. I'm gonna go with a rocket on defense. And I think we're still fine. I am not gonna lie, I think this matchup should be very good for us. But so far, we're just always taking one balloon hit because our Executioner doesn't deal as much damage as a mixed Executioner would do. Okay, let's go with Goblins. Let's go with a Valkyrie here. So I'm not sure if I should pressure a lot, but I think I should at least keep out the pressure here to try and get something going. Let's in the meantime go with the Executioner here on defense. Hawk Rider is able to get one connection, and looks like he does go with his balloon. I think he might go for the Void spell right now. Yeah, let's go with the Ice Spirit here. Let's then go with Goblins to protect it. Let's go with a Tornado to pull everything backwards. But the Executioner, as you guys can see, the Executioner just doesn't deal any damage. Why does my Executioner deal so little amount of damage? That's crazy. But I think we still might be able to get it, guys. Oh my god, wait a second. This Executioner might be 200 IQ. Okay, wait a second, let me cook. Okay, the Executioner was pretty good. The problem is, how are we gonna break through right now? I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with a lock prediction plus NATO prediction on the guards. Wait a second. Oh my god, that was insane. Oh my god, we actually secured a victory. Let's go, guys. What an amazing way to finish today's video. I recommend you guys do not use this deck if you have an Executioner level 14. Because, well, also in general in this meta, I guess if you face P.E.K.K.A, it's gonna be really difficult. But I also had such a big struggle because of the level 40 Execution not being able to kill the balloon pushes against Lava Hound. It should be a really good matchup, but you definitely noticed it a lot. And we were still able to get 2 really good victories against this Elixir Golem deck and against the Royal Giant deck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Even though it was not the best result, I still had a lot of fun playing with this deck, recording today's video. Hopefully you guys also enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.